Hey! You're a what?
A xenial?
A xenial?
I've never heard of that before.
Well, the best laid plans of mice and men. I was going to get lots done this week, but you never know what's around the corner, or in my case, what's at the bottom of the stairs. Because what was at the bottom of the stairs was an extra step I wasn't expecting to find, which I then clumsily fell off, landed badly, and I've spent the week strapped into this wonderful conglomeration of vacuum splint and exoskeleton. It's really good, but doesn't half slow you down. So hopefully another few days of this and I'll be back on my feet. In the meantime, we had a good day on Saturday. Lots of the Bluebird team came in. Small bits of progress, but lots of them. So I'll show you the few bits we've done and we'll take it from there. That is Nitromorph paint stripper in there.
It'll not do anything then now.
Say hello to the middle-aged people of the world.
Hello middle-aged people of the world. Have we not got any pink glob left?
I wonder if we've got some of that. But it'll be buried under the stairs. Who can we send under there?
Someone smaller than me for a change.
Someone smaller than you for a change.
Not so subtle foreshadowing.
There's a little Emily over there.
Hi.
You think we could get you under the stairs?
I don't want to go under the stairs.
It's lush. It's lush.
It's lush.
It's like Narnia. It's full of barrels of toxic chemicals covered in dust, and it needs a small person to go and root them out.
There might be some pigeon poop in there as well.
Oh, you're making a really convincing
And we
case.
don't quite know where the rats came from.
You're very persuasive. Has anyone ever told you that?
Shall I get you some overalls?
Just wear some gloves, you'll be fine.
I'm not going under the stairs.
She's
Richie can do that.
not going to. But we're all middle-aged.
He's used to
I can't
it.
go in there at my age, not with my back.
No, he can't go there with his ailments.
Yeah, but you know where you're going. It's
My-
a second home.
And my prostate won't fit through the gap.
Double checking, it's okay, it seems fine.
That's good. And you're small.
Really?
And Gen Z or something?
We all have a part to play.
Yes. Are you Gen A or Gen Z or what are you?
Gen Z.
Gen Z. So you don't say skibbity toilet, you say what the Sigma.
Please stop. Please just stop.
You're a what?
A xenial?
A xenial.
I've never heard of that before.
Is that
I feel dirty.
Have you not just heard it wrong, Richard? Did they not say you're a senior?
A senior?
That's what they say.
I'm senile.
Senile. You're a xenial. I'm just a senior.
But allegedly, if it's like between 77 and 83, so you were in the analog era, but you matured into the digital.
You've never matured.
No, well I know. So, but I'm like supposed to be there, and I'm sort of there. I never heard of that until.
Well, what gen am I then? Because I was
You're a
born
boomer?
shortly before the moon landings.
You're a boomer.
I'm a boomer.
There we are. There we are, viewers.
Standing in for Debs today.
Standing for Debs today.
Is this a historic moment?
No.
Are we opening the roller shutter? It's the first roller shutter opening of 2025. Are you honestly going out? Yeah. I'm from down south. Please.
You're going out like that. Going out.
You got the Tunnocks, John?
Oh, Tunnocks.
Somebody said Tunnocks.
Sorries, please.
How did that start then? Did someone just give me Tunnocks? I can't remember how it
20 years
started,
ago or
but there'll be somebody in the yard will say it's delivery for you, and I'll go and open it, and it'll be full of Tunnocks. It's been going on forever.
I think we've got like an influx of them to start with, and we're like, oh, these like the royalty biscuit, and then that was it. Everyone sent them in.
There was a big box that arrived from Rolls Royce, wasn't it?
Yeah. Have any actually arrived from Tunnocks?
No, we've never had one from
I
Tunnocks.
wondered.
Tunnocks, send some Tunnocks, will you? We've been advertising your wares forever, and we've tagged you, and we've emailed you, and you've never sent a single Tunnocks biscuit. If you remember last time, we stuck a doubler over a crack on the outside of the honeycomb where the crack had gone down and found itself a rivet hole and stopped. There's a similar crack on the other side, but there's no rivet holes. What's happening in here, John?
There's a crack down this face, so found the end of it and got a little small hole so it doesn't go any further.
So we had to end drill that one, and it's a little bit of a it's a bit of roulette. It's like playing petrol pump roulette, where you want to stop the pump on £10 or £9.99. You don't want to go to £10 and a penny. So you have to find the end of the crack and drill it. Now what we should do first is to put a test on it to see where the crack ends, but that takes all the fun out of it. So John drilled a hole, and having done that, Richie then put a dye penetrant test on it to see how good John had been. Right, away you go. Yeah, it's horrible stuff. The dye penetrant test is as it suggests. You put a dye on where you think the crack is, it penetrates into the crack, you leave it for a little while, it wicks in through capillary action, you leave it for a while, you wipe off the excess, and then you spray it with a developer, which is effectively just talcum powder in a solvent. And the talc wicks any dye back out of any cracks and shows you clearly where you've gone wrong, if you've gone wrong. It's a simple process, but very effective.
I let that go off, don't I?
Leave that to soak in and then clean it back.
Yeah.
And then blast it with the developer, and we'll see whether the crack goes further than where John drilled it. Should we have a bit of a sweepstake on it?
I think it's about 10 mil.
You reckon it's further? 10 mil beyond?
That's just a scratch where you've been scraping it off.
Because John hasn't got his seeing glasses on today.
Uh-huh.
They're your proper ones, John?
Yeah, good ones.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they're any good, because if you're 10 mil adrift, Richie's got his seat, because we're all.
Yeah, but even with the seeing glasses on, I still can't see now.
Well, Richie is the least middle-aged of the middle-aged men, and he reckons you're 10 mil off.
On the periphery of it.
He's on the, yes, he's peri-middle-aged. Just as a curiosity, that red dye is the same red dye that the Red Arrows use to make red smoke. Likewise, blue smoke is made using blue penetrant dye. The white smoke is diesel, and they're just injected into the jet efflux, and when they say smoke on go, that's where the colours come from. Now, when they went to India, I was told, you can't get orange penetrant dye, so they had to have it specially made. Not sure if it's true, but I bet it is. Go on then, let's see who's right. I think John got that exactly right first time.
Whoop, whoop.
Hey!
In your face, losers!
Hey! This steel cap here goes across the top of the honeycomb, and those bolts, well, the remains thereof, went into riv nuts to hold the plate on the bottom that encloses the fuel tank in that hole. Now, similarly, on this side, there was a cap, but that was ruined. That was rusted through, had to come off, need to repair the core, so John made a bit of a mission of that and took that off. Are those rivets coming out, John?
Yes.
Yeah, they're quite easy, those ones, aren't they? Thankfully. Hey! Well, for the scrap.
Bin in it, it's the bin area.
Bin area.
The bin. Oh.
Curious bit of damage here. Something had come all the way through that way and smashed the honeycomb in at this point, and also bulged it out at the back. Somebody had then whacked it from behind to push it back, but that only pushed the outer skin and left the inner skin still crumpled and the honeycomb about 3 mil thick. So we thought we'll take that out, we'll repair the inner skin, we'll add a double out of that, we'll put fresh core in, and that'll fix quite easily. So that's the repaired inner, that's the bit cut out, this just needs to be built. But that had to be cut out quite carefully, so Gordon got that job because Gordon's very careful. Not always Speedy Gonzales, but very careful. And that bit was heat shrunk back to flatness. Gordon's getting all destructive today.
No. Since I haven't used one of these before.
Oh well.
So what can go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Hey, that all went wrong. Just exactly what Rich said.
Just like that.
Yeah, you'll have to think of something else.
Do the Richie method and, you know, pop that in there like that and then just with
With a chisel.
That sounds like a good idea.
It'll
I'll do that.
It'll be tidy-ish.
Richie the joiner. Ow! I just got shot right in the...
What's... Oh, right, okay, so why is it swaged in? It's wounded.
It's wounded.
There you are. That's one of them.
Right, my job's to flatten that.
You want the honeycomb out there as well, you know?
Yeah, we need the honeycomb out of there because we'll stick a new bit in. Doesn't care, Rich, does he?
Sorry.
This butcher, absolute butcher. Gordon would have been much gentler.
Take the rest of the shift.
How long do you think that would take you, Gordon?
Would have been about 4 o'clock this afternoon.
4 o'clock this afternoon, yeah. Richie doesn't care. Now I've got to mend this thing. Gordon's just cut out, so I can put it back. We'll get it clean first. I put a bit of Sharpie pen on, and when the Sharpie disappears, it's hot enough to hit it with a hammer. See the Sharpie disappear? Whee! Doesn't take long on this stuff. Right. Round 2. Who said you can't heat shrink aluminium? The beauty of this is if you've got a crown there and a crown there, if you just hit that crown, this one can go ding and pop up. And you hit that one, ding, and that comes up like whack-a-mole. Yeah. But with that, you hit that one, this one comes up and meets that coming the other way. It's called a slapper, which is a completely different thing on Tyneside. So that is just awaiting a build. Albie also did a little bit more work on his attachment. It doesn't look like a lot of progress, but it's all been done very carefully. And that is now in. Have you got your left-handed tools this week?
I have actually, yeah. Left-handed set square.
I'm going to try and cut this with a right-handed pair of because the snips.
No, they're the left-handed ones. They're the left-handed ones.
There's no excuse now.
None whatsoever. Well, you might just be weak.
I might be weak, yeah.
You may be weak.
Yeah, I am weak.
Are you weak?
Oh no.
I don't know. Take it up in little bites.
There you go. Look, it's working. It's working. It's working. How long's the batteries lasting these snips?
I don't know. They're cordless though. Cordless snips.
Yeah, not almost to be correct because.
Oh, you're getting there.
More of these.
Oh, loads.
It'll blind you, that light shines off the head.
You know you're getting better when people don't take the piss out of you.
I know, yeah. It'll never last.
Yeah. And there you have it. Just that short stretch to do, and we'll have one side. We can get that cleaned up, the rest of the holes drilled, and we're in business. In the interest of giving good consumer advice, I have been addressing myself to the problem of paint stripper. And I've spoken with the suppliers and I've spoken with the body shops and I've said, what can we get that's good value for money, that strips paint like paint strippers of old? And they've given me a pot of something they describe as a bit naughty. So we're going to get it on a piece of metal and we're going to see if it works better than the last stuff. And by the way, while I've got you, please do subscribe so we know that you're out there and you want to watch the next one, which is always a great feeling. And we'll have a bit of crack in the comments when we're finished with this. So here we go. Here goes nothing. Now, it's in a nitromorse pot, but it is most definitely not nitromorse. So we'll get it on here and see what happens. It's exactly the same test subject. It's just another piece of the outer skin of the honeycomb that we need to get cleaned up so we can repair it. And put that on there. It spreads easier than the the kale flavoured stuff. Put it on nice and thick. And I'm not going to wrap this up in tin foil because I want to watch. Because if it's any good, it should start to work straight away. And there you go. I've just finished spreading that on there, and already it is starting to work. What a result. There you go, you can see it's starting to bubble. See it's starting to lift and curl and cringe. That's working. What's that? Less than a minute in. And there you have it. That is literally 5 minutes of work. Paint stripper that strips paint like it's supposed to. Wonderful. And what's the name of this miracle cure? That stuff. What does it say? Langlo Strip Away Pro. And it is firmly deserving of the title of paint stripper. And it contains dichloromethane, which is the stuff that was replaced with kale in Nitromos. But you can go and buy this. So what was the point? What was the point? Anyway, it works. Well, that was a bit different. We didn't get a huge amount done, but you got to join us in the workshop and have a laugh, which is what Bluebird Project's really about. It's not about boats or cars. It's about being with your mates. It's about having a laugh. Leave your political correctness at the door. And while I've been stuck in my silly boot, that's all we've done. But good news for me is I am now out of my big stupid boot. It was a false alarm. So it's all painkillers and anti-inflammatories from here. And one other thing, when I said that everybody watching was an English middle-aged bloke, I'm very sorry, I managed to marginalise all the Irish middle-aged blokes. Now, I spent a lot of time in Ireland with the rallycross people, ferry over from Liverpool to Belfast, Nuts Corner, Mondello Park, pints of Guinness under the bar with the foam being chopped off the top. And then there's the Scottish middle-aged men, because I'm half Scottish, on my mother's side's from the Clyde. Welsh, I'm not so sure about, except I live next door to a disused pit and I do have a flock of sheep. And then there's all the outliers, Canada, America, Australia. So, as ever, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Ciao. But it's stabbed into there. There's the local constabulary going to deal with the locals. Take two.